The Xiaomi 17 Ultra is being hyped as the phone that will shift the 2026 camera race, but right now it feels more like Xiaomi is trying too hard to steal attention with timing tricks instead of real innovation. Kardeki Singh on X claims Xiaomi wants to launch it in the 4th week of December instead of the usual February, pushing the global launch to January. Sure, this sounds bold, but it also looks desperate, especially when January has always belonged to Samsung's S series. And if the Galaxy S26 is actually delayed to late February, then Xiaomi isn't being brave. They're simply taking advantage of a gap and pretending it's a strategy. A Chinese leaker says the Xiaomi 17 Ultra is sticking to the same circular camera design and nearly identical lens layout from the 15 Ultra. They are painting the same old body and calling it fresh. The only real changes are hidden under the hood, and even those feel like Xiaomi scrambling to keep up. According to 2 new DCS leaks, Xiaomi ditched the previously rumored OVX 10500U and switched to OmniVision's OV5000X. Yes, it's a 1-inch sensor with over 100 decibels dynamic range and 16 EVs, but this is Xiaomi's usual pattern, throwing big numbers around and hoping people forget that real-world processing is where they often fall short. Leaks also say LOI tech to make an f1.6 lens behave like f4.5 and an f1.4 periscope act like f8.6, which sounds impressive on paper, but also suggests they're still struggling with bright scene issues and fixing them with workarounds. The second DCS leak talks about Xiaomi's new photography kit getting certification with a built-in battery that supports 15-watt charging. So basically, Xiaomi turned a camera grip into a tiny power bank and wants applause for it. And then there's the supposed continuous optical zoom on the 200-megapixel periscope camera, which sounds huge but also screams overkill. The device passed electricity certification showing support for 100-watt fast charging, a bump from the existing 90 watts. But Xiaomi boosting charging speeds is nothing new. It's the same formula every year. More watts, more heat, more battery stress. The certification hints at a massive 7,000 to 7,500 milliamp hour battery following the 7,500 milliamp hour cell of the 17 Pro Max. But this also shows how Xiaomi keeps relying on huge batteries instead of power efficiency. Add the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 upgraded sensors and their loud camera claims, and it's clear Xiaomi wants to sound like a threat to Apple and Samsung. Even though both brands focus on actual ecosystem strength while Xiaomi keeps chasing specs. And with this early launch push, Xiaomi is expected to price the 17 Ultra around $999 to $1,199. A China launch in late December and a global release in January 2026 are planned. This phone keeps getting attention, but a lot of it is simply hype Xiaomi hopes the specs can live up to.